slower delivery. Trying to hit it hard. The mid-off will now block it. Good piece of bowling by Jagdish Reddy. We've already seen Anvesh Reddy being very economical in this contest. Slower delivery. Stepped out. Beats the batsman. The first wicket down. Telangana dropped the first blood here. Magnificent piece of bowling by Jagdish Reddy. The first partnership is being broke here. Tamil Nadu in deep trouble. 5 for loss of 1. 1.4 overs gone now. Sujindran is the new man in. Good piece of bowling there. That's well blocked. The man inside the circle on the onside. Good piece of bowling by the team. Telangana Advocates just kept the run rate low. It's another half volley. Playing it slightly defensive. That ends the over number 2. 2 overs gone. Score now moves to 5 for loss of 1 important wicket. Tamil Nadu Advocates team. Anvesh Reddy will continue the bowling attack for the third over. After 10 overs, the end will be changed. That's well bowled. A loud appeal from Anvesh Reddy. He has that pace, but it fell short, did not bounce. A slight bit of confusion for the batsman. Timing that delivery. Well bowled by Anvesh Reddy. He's already kept his economical status up in this contest, bowling the first over. Short ball, steps out, trying to hit it hard onto the onside. That's a magnificent shot. The first boundary is being registered into the scoreboard. Good piece of batting. Now score moves to 9 without loss for 2.2 overs gone now. Tamil Nadu. A sigh of comfort here with that boundary. Easing the run rate here. Releasing the pressure with the current run rate of 3.86. That's well bowled. Straight down the track. Boundary, says the umpire. That has a slight bit of edge to that. Will fetch a few runs. Now we are witnessing the 7th successful edition of the Advocates tournament here in this ground. Congratulations for all the team, and we would like to even congratulations for the organizers here. Zap for the loss of 1. Anvesh will continue. Flicked onto the onside. That will just pass the man at short square leg, and it will fetch another boundary. Runs flowing in for the team Tamil Nadu here. Good piece of batting. Anvesh slightly being expensive in the 3rd over. 21 for loss of 1. Last 1 ball to go. That's well bowled. A slightly bit of change of pace. Fielding the man at square leg will now collect it comfortably. That ends the over number 3. 3 overs gone. 21 for loss of 1. With the current run rate of 7 per over. With a projected score of 140. Along the carpet shot this time. Played it comfortably. Made use of the bottom handle this time. The score moves to 22 for loss of 1. Now we are witnessing the 7th edition of the Advocates tournament here, which initially started off with 4 teams, and now the success rate of that's well bowled, going across the line. Once again the sound of the timber. Jagdish Reddy making no mistake. The batsman misses. Jagdish straight into the timber. Well bowled. He's already picked 2 wickets in this contest, being very economical. 2.25 for 2 important wickets in his flow of 2nd over. Now Tamil Nadu in deep trouble. A desperate need of partnership required for the team. 22 for loss of 2. .22 for loss of 2. Tamil Nadu earlier in this morning won the toss and elected to bat first and put the opposition into field. Given away 2 important wickets in this contest and scored 22 runs with the current run rate of 6.60. The projection score of 132. The new batsman in, checking the guard, Shiva Subramaniam from Tamil Nadu, will face the dangerous Jagdish Reddy, the seam attack here in this contest. Very calculative field placement and bowling attack in this contest, Telangana Advocates team. A flighted delivery, half volley. Will stay in the air for a while. It will be blocked by the bowler again, Jagdish Reddy. Another flighted delivery. Falls and then quickly into the keeper's hand. Good effort behind the sticks there. Score will stay at 22. Fourth over in progression. That's another flighted delivery. Straight onto the pads, onto the leg stick, trying to glance it onto the onside comfortably. That will stay a dot ball. End of over number 4, 22 for loss of 2. Tamil Nadu Advocates. The new bowler has been introduced into the attack. D. Reddy will now bowl on behalf of the team Telangana. That's well played. Made use of the feet. They put it in between the man at shot covers and the cover point region. Playing along the carpet very comfortably. Now score moves to 23 for loss of 2. Shiva Subramanian and Sujindran now building the partnership. That's well bowled by Reddy. The man at extra covers will collect it. The 7th edition of the Advocates tournament. Trying to hit it hard onto the to the wideish long on region. The man inside the circle will collect it comfortably. They'll just fetch a single out there. Trying to hit it hard, straight down the track. Good piece of fielding there. Calculatively bowling here in this contest, Telangana Advocates team. They were put into field by the opposition. So losing the toss. D. Reddy will continue. That's well bowled. A swing and a miss. A slight bit of bounce here for D. Reddy. In the earlier overs, as we've seen, in which Reddy not having much of bounce in this contest. D. Reddy having a bunch of bounce here in this contest. Shot ball, it's in the air. A shot of length. A little bit of fortunate Shiva Subramaniam on the strike. 25 for loss of 2. That ends the over number 5. The current rate of 5 per over. Sixth over in progression, 25 for loss of 2. Jagdish Reddy will continue the bowling attack on behalf of Telangana. Flighted delivery goes down the track. That will beat the man at long on and mid-off region. That went like a tracer bullet. Magnificent shot. Straight down the track. Another boundary will now release the pressure for Tamil Nadu. Sujindran made use of the feet. Magnificent shot. A boundary added to the scoreboard. The score moves to 29 for loss of 2. That's well played. Once again, going down the track. Brilliant effort at the deep. Blocking a couple of runs for the team. Get a couple of here. Keeps the scoreboard ticking. Now score moves to that's well bowled. Slightly placing the ball towards the short third man region. Comfortably, they'll fetch 1 run there for that. Score moves to slightly a poor fielding at the covers inside the 30-yard circle now. Score moves to 31 runs for loss of 2. 6th over in progression. Jagdish Reddy will continue the bowling attack. Very economical in this contest, picking up 2 important wickets earlier. That's another one. Magnificent piece of bowling. The 3rd wicket into his pocket. Jagdish Reddy, very lethal for the opposition here. Picking up the 3rd wicket in the 6th over in progression. That's magnificently bowled straight inside the timber. 31 for loss of 3. 5.4 overs gone now with the current run rate of 5.47. The new batsman in comfortably goes off the mark in style. The chase for the fielder. They'll get a couple of runs comfortably. That's well bowled. 6 overs gone, 33 for loss of 3. 7th over in progression now. 33 for loss of 3. Tamil Nadu in deep trouble, losing 3 wickets earlier in this contest. Jagdish Reddy being very lethal to the opposition, picking up few earlier wickets. Short ball will stay in the air for a while, but doesn't clear the man at short extra covers, will collect it comfortably. Will stay a dot ball in the 7th over. To back-to-back dot balls in this contest. D. Reddy will continue the bowling attack. That's well bowled. Which the batsman with that pace. A swing and a miss this time. A dotted delivery once again registered into the scoreboard. 7th over in progression. 6.3 overs gone. 35 for loss of 3. A slight fumble for the wicketkeeper. Fails to collect the delivery here. By signal from the umpire. A few extras added to the scoreboard. A score moves to 36 for loss of 3. Not much of runs from the bat here in this contest by the Tamil Nadu Advocates team here. That's once again well bowled. A half volley. Magnificent effort in the deep at the wideish long on region. And fetch a couple of runs comfortable here. Our score moves to 38 runs. Straight down the track, down the leg streak. Boundary says the umpire. Comfortable runs for the team Tamil Nadu. Much needed one. Just making use of the pace of the bowler. A much needed one for the team. That ends the over number 7. Now score moves to 42 for loss of 3. Tamil Nadu Advocates. The ask with the current run rate of 6 per over. The projected score of 120. Eighth over in progression. Jagdish Reddy will now continue the bowling attack. A slight bit of changes in the field. A few changes been made by the Bowler, according to his pace attack, has already been very economical and successful in this competition against the Tamil Nadu Advocates team. He's already picked up 3 important wickets in this contest. Will now continue the bowling attack. Slightly down the leg streak. White signal from the umpire. A few extras added to the scoreboard. The current run rate of 6 per over. Shiva Subramaniam trying to play it late this time. The dot ball being registered. Magnificent piece of bowling by the bowler here in this contest by Jagdish Reddy. Once again, a flight to delivery. The keeper this time. A slight bit of difficulty to just carry the length behind the streaks. Will fetch a few runs here. Will stay in the air. The man has shot. Third man will collect it. Leg bias, says the umpire. The 7th successful edition now going on here in this ground. The first match. I beg your pardon, it's the 4th match now, day 2. First match with Group A. A score moves to 44 for loss of 3. The progression of 8th over. Steps out. Misses the timing and will go across the line. Fetching a single out there. 45 for loss of 3. Flighted delivery this time. Going across the line. Not made much of contact with the ball. Comfortably a couple of runs here. So that ends the over number 8. 8 overs gone. 47 for loss of 3. Ninth over in progression now. Field is being spread out after the power play. 4 fielders compulsory inside the 30-yard circle. Reddy will continue the bowling attack. That's a magnificent shot. Went like a tracer bullet to the deep extra covers region. Good piece of timing there. 4 signal from the umpire. The much needed one for Tamil Nadu Advocates in this current situation now. That will keep up the run rate to 5.74. The projected score of 117. Straight down the leg streak. White signal from the umpire. 9th over in progression. Score now moves to 54 for loss of 3. That's well played. The man at short extra covers will collect it comfortably. The score stays at 54 for loss of 3. 9th over in progression now. Earlier this morning, Tamil Nadu Advocates cricket team won the toss and put the opposition into field. That's a fuller delivery. Straight down. The man at long on will now drop it. A couple of runs will now be added to the scoreboard to Tamil Nadu Advocates now. 56 for loss of 3. Good piece of running in between. I beg your pardon, it's 57. Good piece of running in between the wickets now by Jananithan and Shiva Subramaniam. Good partnership going on here in between these two right-handed batsmen. That's well bowled. Another wicket for down for team Tamil Nadu Advocates here. Good piece of bowling by D. Reddy. A much needed breakthrough in this contest. The partnership is now broke by D. Reddy. Magnificent piece of bowling. He gets his first wicket in this contest in the progression of 9th over. I beg your pardon, in 10th over. It's the last 5 balls to go in this end. That's well played. Good piece of bowling here. Good effort in the point region also. So that will stay as a dot ball in the scoreboard. That's well bowled. A slight bit of an edge. This time it will beat the man at short third man and comfortably hit the ropes now. So another boundary registered into the scoreboard. Good piece of bowling. A slightly misfortunate bowler here will now give away a few runs behind the sticks. Now score moves to 61 for loss of 4. Now the wicket keepers called up the stumps, especially in the 10th over. A few misfields have fetched them a few boundaries to the opposition. 61, a healthy run rate here for the team in the 10th over in progression. A few deliveries to go in this end now. Flighted delivery, it's in the air, taken comfortably at the point. Magnificent effort at the point, and another breakthrough for the team. Tamil Nadu now in deep trouble, losing the 5th wicket now. Magnificent piece of bowling, a good strategy for this team now. Tamil Nadu lose the 5th wicket now in the progression of 10th over. Now Sedupati will join the middle order, batting for the team on behalf of Tamil Nadu Advocates here in this contest. 61 for loss of 5. 10th over in progression. Now last few deliveries to go on this end. 10 overs, now the ends will change, says the umpire and the rule. Now the introduction of the left-handed batsman. Setupati will now get a strike. Straight into the block hole. That's well bowled. Trying to slog it onto the onside. Not much of room for the batsman here. That's well bowled by Shakshim. He's already picked up one important wicket. The 5th wicket in this contest in the 10th over. Flights up the delivery, going across the line. Once again, the fielder with a chase with the ball. Once again, the ball wins the contest here in between the chase between the fielder and the ball. A comfortable runs for the team. Tamil Nadu Advocates here. Setupati, the new batsman, will go off the mark comfortably with that. A sign of relief for any batsman in this position, going off the mark in this fashion here. 66 for loss of 5. Sakshi will now toss the delivery, going across the line. Not much a bounce. Once again, the sound of the timber. The bails are off. 6 wicket down for Tamil Nadu. Sethupathi in a comfortable position now will make the mistake and walk back to the pavilion. Good piece of bowling by Sakshim. Even giving away a boundary. A slight bit of confidence for his team will now bring the run rate down for the opposition. Magnificent piece of bowling by Sakshim. The second wicket in his bag for this magnificent spin bowling here in this contest. 66 for loss of 6. That's a magnificent piece of bowling by Sakshim. The spinner has been introduced into the attack. Is having a great time here in this contest, picking up 2 important wickets. One at the man at point will collected it comfortably, and another bowled by Sakshim. And he is having a fantastic tournament here in this turf. Tosses up, beats the batsman with that spin. Good piece of bowling by Sakshim. Tamil Nadu comfortably fetching few runs in between the 7th and the 8th over here. Now a slight bit of uncomfortable deliveries bowled by Sakshim, giving them a trouble here, troubling the batsman to fetch a few runs. Another flighted delivery, beats the man behind the sticks and 2 fielders. Another magnificent boundary, comfortable. Few runs coming comfortably behind the wicket for Tamil Nadu. Now score moves to 70. That ends the over number 10. 10 overs gone. 70 for loss of 6. The current run rate of 7 per over. So now that will change the end. Now we'll have a new end here for the rest 10 overs. The completion of over number 10. Now score moves to 70 for loss of 6. Now that will change the end for Tamil Nadu Advocates. Now a healthy run rate of 7 per over has been maintained, followed by Tamil Nadu Advocates here in this contest. Won the toss earlier this morning and elected to bat first. Another 60 deliveries to come, legal deliveries to come in this end. Short ball, slightly wide of off strike this time. Will fetch a couple of runs here in this contest for the team. A swing and a miss. That's well bowled by Yerala Prakash. He starts off with a wide and then slightly getting back into the rhythm. Good piece of bowling. A very short run up. That's well bowled. That's a quicker one. Change of pace. Just reading the batsman's mind this time. Prakash just registering 2 dot balls in this contest in the 11th over in progression of after the change of end. A slide edge. This time it will be blocked by the man at short third man. Will save a couple of runs for the team. 11th over in progression now. 20 overs contest. Tamil Nadu will face off Telangana in the day 2 of the Group A first match. Straight down the track, comfortably made use of the bottom handle along the carpet shot. Just rotating the strike here for the team. 76. The protected score of 139. That's well bowled. Prakash just reading the mind of the batsman. A few change of pace and making use of his seam, sometimes economical. Short ball. Will try to put it onto the offside. Muthu. And Khalidas will get the strike. That ends the over number 11. 11 overs gone, 75 for loss of 6. For 75 for 6. I beg your pardon. 11 overs gone. Once again, it's a half volley straight down the track. Will fetch a single comfortably here. Sakshim Gogai, the man to watch out in this contest. He's been a magnificent spinner in this contest. He's been the only spinner introduced by the team Telangana. Another flighted delivery. Comfortably will field it in return. And on the pitch, not letting the batsman for a run. Steps out, will get the elevation, and that will just pass the man at widest long off. The first sixer for the team Tamil Nadu. A sign of relief. That's a magnificent shot. Made use of the pace and the feet, the hand and eye coordination by Kalidas. The 8th wicket partnership here for the team. 82 for loss of 6. 12th over in progression. Sakshim giving away the first sixer in this contest. Another flighted delivery. Slightly playing late into that delivery. Another registered dot ball into the scoreboard. 82 for loss of 6. 12th over in progress. Two great teams here. Once again, it's in the air. Will land safe in the hands of the fielder. Sakshim, the magician, will now get the 3rd wicket now comfortably. What a magnificent bowling figures. 1.4 overs. Conceding of 12 runs and picking up 3 important wickets. And 3rd wicket to his bag now with an economical rate of 6.55. Sakshim Gogai just playing the mind game, tossing up few deliveries and allowing the batsman to fetch few runs and make the mistake. And will now put the 7th wicket down for the team. Tamil Nadu Advocates losing the 7th wicket in the progression of 12th over. After 82 runs with the projected score of 139. A good pleasant day out there for a good game of cricket. Tamil Nadu will now face off Telangana in the first competition in the Group A stage. Toss won by Tamil Nadu and put the opposition into field and will bat first and scoring 82 runs in this contest, giving away 7 wickets in the progression of 12th over. Sakshim Gogai having a beautiful figures in this match, along with Reddy with that seam attack in this competition. Will dominate the innings here in the first half. A much more magnificent cricket yet to come. And watch all the live action at From Home from the YouTube channel. RSCA. A lot of action, live action from this ground today and tomorrow. That's well bowled. Half volley. Will fetch a single. That ends the over number 12. Now score moves to 83 for loss of 7. 12 overs gone. Prakash, the medium pace, has been once again introduced. Will continue. Going across the line, a loud appeal for the LBW. The umpire is not happy with this delivery. Just missing the sticks, says the umpire. Will stay calm on that. Will stay a dot ball into the scoreboard. 83 for loss of 7. 13th over in progress now. Short ball will be blocked by the keeper behind the sticks. A good effort behind the sticks there. A couple of extras being added to the scoreboard here in this contest now. Prakash. One back-to-back wide deliveries bowled by Prakash here. A few byes and wides being added to the scoreboard, comfortably taken by the opposition. Not much of extras being conceded as per the stats here today. Trying to hit it onto the onside, going across the line. He's mistimed it. Prakash, a very calculative bowler. A medium pacer here in this contest on behalf of Telangana. A change of pace and a quicker delivery. A few variations here. Will stay in the air, shot of length. Good effort inside the 30-yard circle. The man at deep extra covers, deep covers will collect it comfortably. Just fetch a single out there. The score moves to 86 for loss of 7. 13th over in progress now. The projected score of 138. That's well bowled. Well defensively played it. A chance of a run out. A direct hit would have been done that comfortably, taking that risky single in between the wickets. That's good running in between the wickets. 87 for loss of 7. Not a very good start for the Tamil Nadu earlier this morning. A few boundaries in between in the middle order. Has now put up a score of 87. Shot ball that's hit hard. Will fetch a boundary at the deep extra covers. Was possibly a magnificent effort at the wideish long off region. Will comfortably save a few runs for the team. And will fetch a few runs also in between the wickets. That's well bowled. Once again, the fielder fumbles the ball. A slight fumble will fetch a single out there. These singles are very risky. They're in the down, and the final depth overs will add on to the target. Team seems to not much concerned about few misfields here and there. So going in a good pace now. 13 overs gone, 94 loss of 7. Thirteen overs gone, 94 loss of 7. Once again, Shakshim Bin will continue the bowling attack on behalf of the team. He has a magnificent figures in this contest, bowling 2 overs with no maidens and 13 runs conceded and 3 wickets. Sakshim once again flies the delivery straight at the wideish long off region. Will collect it comfortably, a single out there. Muthu and Wasim. Tajmul. The 2 batsmen out there. That's well bowled. A swing and a miss Well collected behind the sticks. It's a loud appeal. No response from the umpire. Is not happy on that. (91) for loss of 7. 14th over in progression now. Sakshim Gogai, the magnificent piece of bowling here with the flighted leg spinners, dominating the innings here in between 13th and the 14th over here in this contest. A magnificent figures on the scoreboard. He's had a magnificent piece of experience here in this contest. With his partnership, sharing the spell with Yarala Prakash, who also has the economical rate of 6 per over with conceding 12 runs with none of a wicket, with no wickets. Another flighted delivery this time. He hits it hard, will stay in the air. Comfortably taken. The man at long off will take it. Another wicket for Sakshim Gogai. Absolutely mind games here for Sakshim. Magnificent piece of bowling. Another wicket down for Tamil Nadu. They lose the 8th wicket in the progression of 14th over. 91 for loss of 8. (14 overs gone, 91 for loss of 8. 2 wickets remaining here in the account of Tamil Nadu Advocates. A desperate need of partnership here. 36 still legal deliveries still to go in this end. 91 for loss of 8. Sher Singh is the new bowler introduced into the attack. A slight slower delivery. Trying to push it onto the offside. Will fetch a single out there. 92 runs for loss of 8 wickets here. Once again, Sher will continue the bowling attack. Going across the line. That was a half volley. Well fielded at deep square leg region. Man will collect it. Trying to strike, rotate the strike here. A flighted delivery will beat the ban at deep mid-wicket region. The second 6 registered into Tamil Nadu Advocates Association. Now score moves to 99 for loss of 8. That's well bowled. That's a risky single here. A slight fumble inside the 30-yard circle. The man at mid-off will slightly fumble it. Score moves to 100. 100 comes up for Tamil Nadu. That's well bowled once again. A tight fielding inside the 30-yard circle onto the offside. A lot of right-handed batsmen tend to slog it across the line. So a lot of fielders being placed in the deep on the onside. So that ends the over number 15. 15 overs gone. Now score moves to 100 for loss of 8. Hello, check. 16th over in progression. Now 100 for loss of 8. That's well bowled. Beats the batsman with that pace. D Reddy will continue his 4th over in this competition. 16th over in progression now. Score stays at 100 for loss of 8 wickets. Wasim on strike. That's well bowled. That's good line and length. It's well kept by the keeper behind the sticks. Will register 2 dot balls into the scoreboard, keeping the scorecard blocked in this situation. That's well bowled once again. Hits it hard onto the offside. The man at wideish long off will collect it comfortably. Couple of runs comfortably taken. Score moves to 102 for loss of 8. That's well struck straight down the track. Man at long off in between the long off and the long on region. Man will collect it. Comfortably taken a few runs. Single out there. 103 for loss of 8. That's once again well placed in between the square leg and the fine leg region. It's in the air. will pass the man at point. That's a magnificent shot. Will fetch a boundary for Tamil Nadu. The much needed one in the depth overs for the tail enders. The score moves to 111. 111 for loss of 8. That ends the over number 16. 16 overs gone. 111 for loss of 8. Slow delivery, change of pace. A chance of a run out. Comfortably in. Flighted delivery. That's well bowled. Well kept. Good cricket all over. 17th over in progress. The Nelsons on the scoreboard. Once again, Sakshim tossing the delivery up this time. The man at backward point will collect it comfortably. It's another dot ball registered into the scoreboard. Nelson will stay on the scorecard. Once again tossed up. Trying to hit it hard, straight down the track. Not much of timing in that delivery for Wasim. Tajmul will is on strike, and T. Jayam is a man at non-strike. Sakshim Gogai. The economical rate of 4.67. That's another flight to delivery. That's a mighty struck of the delivery that will clear the ropes, and the man at long off. That's a magnificent shot. Third sixer now registered into the scoreboard. Now Nelson will vanish. The score moves to 117 for loss of 8 wickets. Once again, this time, shot of length. Good effort in the deep. Sakshim this time once again giving the flight to the batsman an opportunity to strike hard to fetch a few wickets. This time a slight misfortune for him. That's well bowled once again. That ends the over number 17. Score moves to 118 for loss of 8. 18 deliveries still to go. 3 overs to go. Now the seam has been introduced in the depth overs, in the final overs. Now the tailenders will get some effect of the seam here in this competition. After Sakshim Gogai, now once again Anvesh Reddy will continue the attack from the different end. He started off the innings pretty magnificently, conceding 3 runs in the first over. Now he will come back for the 18th over, which is the depth over with that left-handed seam bowling. That's well bowled. Just angling the batsman, the right-hander away from the batsman. That's well bowled by Anvesh Reddy. He has a good economical figure in this contest. He has 8.14 with conceding 19 runs. That's well placed. That will beat the man at short covers. Will fetch a few runs here in the depth for the team. That's a magnificent shot. That's a boundary registered into the scoreboard. Tamil Nadu now move to a score of 122 for loss of 8 wickets in the progression of 18th over. Anvesh Reddy slightly being expensive here with that boundary. So once again, trying to hit it hard onto the offside. It's in the air. Will take it comfortably. The man at deep wideish extra covers will collect it. The first wicket down for in his bag for Team Anvesh Reddy. 9th wicket down. Team in deep trouble now. 122 for loss of 9. (122 for loss of 9 wickets. Anvesh bagging up his first wicket here. The figures of 2.4 overs. No maidens. 23 runs conceded with 1 wicket and 8.62 economical rate. Anvesh will now continue the bowling attack on behalf of Telangana. That's well bowled. The left-handed batsman into the attack. Miscommunication. A chance of a run out. He misses a golden opportunity now. (122 for loss of 9). That's well bowled this time. Trying to block it onto the onside. Not much of runs coming up that delivery. That's magnificently bowled by Anvesh Reddy. The seamer picked up the 9th wicket. Is now on the verge of picking up the 10th wicket. So that ends the over number 18. 122 for loss of 9. 19th over, first delivery, slightly down the track. The leg strike delivery. White signal from the umpire, white plus boundary. Extras been added. That's well bowled. Good use of the feet. Sunilal Nayak will continue the attack on behalf of Team Telangana in the 19th over in progression. Straight down the track. Allowed appeal. Will carry to the keeper. That's a big appeal. Team Tamil Nadu Advocates bowled out for 127. Now the start of the second innings here in this contest. Check 1, 2, 3. Hello, check. The first delivery from the second innings. They start off with a left-handed spinner. The up the stumps. The first ball is a dot ball. The left-handed batsman. The combination here in this contest. It's a magnificent shot. The man at covers will just block the delivery there and will fetch a single out there. The left-right combination, going with that left-right combination here in this contest, Telangana. Now they are chasing a target of 128 runs from 20 overs. Starting off with this end. That's well bowled, slightly playing it onto the back foot. Pushing it onto the offside. The man at point will collect it. Comfortably rotating strike here. A score moves to 3 without loss. Very first over in progression now. Slightly cutting it onto the backward point region. That's a magnificent shot, making some room. The first boundary being registered. Good start. Comfortable. He's on that driver's seat now. Telangana advocates a magnificent start with that boundary. A much needed one in the power play. Krish, the left-handed spinner, giving away some room for that boundary. That's well played. A slightly calculative game here after a boundary, trying to rotate the strike. Husma, that's well fielded. So that ends the over number 1. First over gone, 7 without loss. Shiva Subramaniam is the new bowler introduced into the attack. Telangana advocates Mohammad Mezum Abu. It's a magnificent shot. Now chase will end. With the ball's victory there. That's a magnificent shot to the deep extra covers region. The second boundary is being registered by Mohammad Mezum on behalf of Telangana advocates. The 2-digit score now registered onto the scoreboard. A good start for the team. 11 for no loss. Second over in progression now. Shot ball. That's well placed. That well placed in between the gaps. That's a magnificent shot. Well fielded. Good cricket all over. The score moves to 12 without loss. Second over in progression now. That's well struck. Mighty blow. That will go the distance. That will vanish in the crowd. That's a magnificent piece of timing of that delivery. Just made use of that pace of Shiva Subramaniam Husma. A good strike of that delivery. First sixer of the second innings. So magnificent strike of the delivery. Now it will move to a score of 18 runs. Second over in progress. That's well played. I'll pass the fielder. The bowler now will fetch a single comfortably. Short ball. Once again placed it well. Another boundary registered into the scoreboard. Much needed runs added to the scoreboard now. The score moves to 23 for loss of 0 wickets without a loss. Short ball, not much of pace in that. Slightly deceived to that delivery. Will fetch a single. Will keep the scorecard ticking now. Score moves to 24 runs. End of over number 2. 24 for loss of no wicket. Score moves to 24 without loss. End of over number 2. Krish is coming back into the attack. 24 end of over number 2. Krish will continue the third over in attack now. The spinner. Flighted delivery. That's well bowled. Beats the batsman with that flight and turn. Trying to slog the delivery straight down the track. That's well bowled. Stepped out to that delivery. Fielder at wideish long on will collect it. Comfortably a single. Mezumabu is on strike. The left-hander. A lot of tension for the bowler and the fielders to change the field for this left-hander. A left and right combination will gives some trouble to the fielders, especially changing few positions here and there. It's been a great day to play cricket here. Earlier this morning, Chennai won the toss and elected to bat first and put up a target of 128 runs in this contest, and now defending that total. Flighted delivery. Good strike of the ball. Will fetch a single along the carpet comfortably. Good runs coming here. Keeps the scorecard ticking. The current run rate of 12 runs with the asking rate of 5.78. The 104 runs required from 108 deliveries. That's well bowled. Will beat the batsman and the keeper. Boundary signal from the umpire. The score moves to 30 for no loss. The progression of third over. Telangana Advocates in a comfortable position now with the current run rate of 11.25. With the asking rate of 5.65. Krish will continue. Well played now. Well fielded. Good cricket all over. Magnificent effort in the backward point region. Flighted delivery. Non-strikers not interested in that. 3 overs gone, 30 without loss. Flighted delivery. That's a magnificent shot. Will stay in the air for a while. Good piece of fielding. Good effort in the deep there. He has a good arm. Will stay for a single. 4th over in progress. Telangana Advocates are now in a comfortable position, chasing a target of 128 runs in this day 2 of the first contest here against the Chennai, the Tamil Nadu. I beg your pardon. Thank you, DJ. (31 for no loss). 4th over in progression. The required run rate of 5.76 with the current run rate of 9.79. They are ahead of 4 runs in this contest. So wide signal from the umpire, slightly wide of off streak. Extra, says the umpire. Mesu Mabu. Toss delivery. Goes across the line. Will stay in the air. Comfortably taken inside the 30-yard circle. The first wicket down. Wicket down. Telangana Advocates lose the first wicket in the fourth over in progression. TJM making up the first breakthrough, the much needed one for the team. 32 for loss of 1. The new batsman is Abhishek Butara. Will now get the strike on behalf of Telangana Advocates. Set 1 down. 32 for loss of 1. TJM is the man to watch out. Has made the damage for the team to the opposition. A flighted delivery. Well kept. He's keeping up the stumps. That's a magnificent effort behind the sticks. Beats the batsman with that spin. That's well played. Slightly driving it to the offside. Placing it very comfortably. Made use of that bottom handle. Making use of that face of the blade to push the delivery. Goes off the mark in good fashion. 33 for loss of 1. So again, TJM. Flighted delivery. He connects it as a full toss. Good effort in the deep. Efforts fail in the end. That's another boundary. Good shot. The fortune goes in the favor of the batsman this time. That will get a boundary there. Good healthy run rate has been maintained by Telangana Advocates in this competition here. 37 for loss of 1. That's well struck. Slight fumble for the fielder. That ends the over number 4. 38 for loss of 1. That's well struck. Straight along the carpet. The man at long off will collect it. Once again, a spin has been introduced into the attack. Kalidas will continue the attack on behalf of Tamil Nadu here. Put up a target of 128 runs. They're defending the total. They've already given away 39 runs in this contest for picking up one important wicket, breaking the partnership. The left-right combination. Flighted delivery from Kalidas. He goes for a slog sweep. Not much of timing in that delivery. He mistimed it and will fetch a single out there comfortably. 40 runs on the scoreboard for loss of 1. The spell struck will go the distance. That is a massive blow. Much needed one for the team in a comfortable position. A good elevation out there. It's a magnificent shot. 46 for loss of 1. Another flighted delivery, trying to slog it onto the offside. Good piece of fielding there. Will fetch a single out there. 47 for loss of 1. It's another flighted delivery this time. That's well struck to the covers region. Short extra covers, short covers. Man behind the sticks. 1 wicket keeper, 1 point, 1 mid wicket. A wideish long off and 1 wideish long on. This is the field set of the Tamil Nadu Advocates team. A slight change has been now made. That's well bowled. That's a quicker delivery by the tall man. Tossed up a few deliveries earlier. Not much economical. That ends the over number 5. 5 overs gone. 47 for loss of 1. 90 balls, 81 runs required. Karthik Veerabagu has been introduced, the new bowler on behalf of Tamil Nadu. 47 for loss of 1. 6th over in progression. Karthik will continue. It's well bowled. Slightly placing it onto the offside behind the sticks at the backward point. Not striker says is not interested in that risky single. They're already ahead of the required rate. They are in followed by a run rate of 9.10, where the asking rate is 5.46. 47 in a comfortable position in the power play. Once again, Karthik. That's well played by Husama. He's a calculative batsman with a strike rate of 180 in this contest, with 28 runs contributing from his bat from 15 deliveries, with 2 sixes and two mighty blows of sixes, 2 mighty boundaries here in his scorecard. A pleasant day out there for cricket. 89 deliveries, 81 runs required. The required rate of 5.46. A lot of changes been made. Calculative batting lineup for the Telangana Advocates here. The left-right combination is now putting some pressure on the opposition, and a lot of field placement here to be made as the changes for every strike rotation. Osama on strike. That's well bowled. A loud appeal. Karthik Veerabagu strikes on behalf of Tamil Nadu. Has done the damage now. Made the breakthrough. A much needed one. Breaks the partnership. Osama, the batsman with 27 runs, with 2 mighty sixes and 2 boundaries, will now walk back to the pavilion. By caught behind. That's well kept again. Good cricket all over. Karthik Veerabagu now makes the big 2. Osama will walk back to the pavilion. 47 for loss of 2 important wicket. I beg your pardon, it's 48 for loss of 2. .48 for loss of 2. D Reddy is out there. It's a classic defense shot. Well defended, that delivery of Karthik Veerabagu. Here's the wicket taker now in the middle. Flighted delivery straight down to the bowler. A hint of fortune striking D Reddy. Once again flighted, played it at the back foot. Not much of room given to the batsman. That's well bowled with a good economical figures of just 1 run conceded and 1 important wicket by Karthik. That's well bowled. That ends the over number 6, 48 for loss of 2. That's well bowled. Slight edge. Will pass the fielder. Comfortable boundary. 7th over in progression. Starts off with a magnificent boundary. Now that will release the pressure to the opposition with that boundary. Telangana advocates in a comfortable position. That will bring up the 50 for the team. 52 for loss of 2. 7th over in progression. Kalidas starts off with that boundary. 76 runs required from 83 deliveries. Slow delivery in the arc. That's gone the distance. That's a massive blow. That will just vanish in the crowd. A lot of timing for the batsman. Made his room. Husama reached up to mark 2. Score moves to it's another flight to delivery. To back beautiful deliveries. Dot balls now added to the scoreboard. Going for the slug shot. 58 for loss of 2. It's in the air. I reckon he's mistimed it. That's a magnificent piece of fielding. A good piece of running catch. Another breakthrough for the team. Telangana advocates lose the 3rd wicket here in 7th over. It's very well bowled by Kalidas. He's made the damage for the team to the opposition. .59 for loss of 3. Kalidas will continue the bowling attack. That's well bowled. That's well played. Well fielded. Good cricketer all around. That ends the over number 7. 59 for loss of 3. Starts off with a full toss delivery down the ground at the wideish long on region. Will fetch a single out there. That's well struck. That's well played. Trying to play it late on this occasion. Karthikeya Vedabagu actually made the damage for the team. Made the breakthrough, the third wicket breakthrough for the team with a magnificent economical figures in this contest. A flighted leg spinning delivery. Played it comfortably. Defensive shot. Made use of that feet. Good cricket. Slightly trying to defense the ball. Not going for an attacking position here. Not trying to attack it. Playing it calculatively. Short ball. Plays it onto the onside with that back foot. Will fetch a single. That's well played. That's well fielded. That's a comfortable strike. Straight down to the ground. That ends the over with that single. Our score moves to 60. 2 for loss of 3. End of over number 8. That's another flighted delivery. Plays it at the back foot. Sam Man at point will collect it. Will stay as a dot ball. 9th over in progress. 62 for loss of 3. Sakshim Gogai out there to bat. This is a good shot in the air. It will clear the ropes. Even though a mighty effort has now turned into a 6, will be a fortunate moment for the batsman. That's a magnificent strike. That's a 6er. Much needed one for the team. Keeps the scoreboard ticking now. Keeps the run rate up for Telangana. 68 for loss of 3. That's well played. Slightly defending the delivery. That's well bowled by the bowler. Another flighted delivery. A hard hit. That's well fielded. Will get a single. He has a good arm. Will stay for a single. 69 runs. 59 runs required. Comfortable batting. Trying to rotate the strike. That's a good shot. That will go the distance. Clear the ropes. Magnificent shot. That's well judged. A massive blow. Straight coming from the bat of D. Reddy. Score moves to 76 for loss of 3. End of over number 9. Madam. Krish brought back into the attack in the 10th over. The last 6 balls from this end. After that, the end will be changed for the next 10 overs. That's well bowled, well kept. That was kept low, that well bowled by Krish. 2 back-to-back dot balls, last 4 to go. That's well bowled once again. Defensive shot. Will fetch a single for that. Quick running in between the wickets. 77 for loss of 3. 10th over in progression. That's magnificently bowled. Trying to play it late this time. That hits the sound of the timber. Magnificently bowled by Krish. The much needed breakthrough for the team. The fourth wicket is down. 77 for loss of 4. Anvesh in at number 6. The left-handed batsman, Krish, will continue the spin attack against Anvesh. Trying to cut it late this time. Will fetch a couple of runs. Goes off the mark in good fashion. Ends the over number 10. 79 for loss of 4. .49 runs required from 60 deliveries. That's a flighted delivery. That's played along the carpet. That's a good shot. Will stay for a single. 80 runs for loss of 4. Anvesh and Sakshim building up the partnership for Telangana Advocates. 48 runs required from 59 runs. 49 required. 48 runs required from 59 deliveries. That's well bowled. Once again played late. Safely landed for a single. That's well played. That's well fielded once again. Played late this time. The man has shot. Third man will collect it comfortably. Will fetch one. Kalidas will continue. Flighted delivery, trying to hit it hard. Kalidas will block the delivery there in the bowler's end. That's another dot ball. Leveno's gone 82 for us of 4 wickets. Once again, Kalidas is brought back into the attack. It's a magnificent shot. That's well played. That's a boundary. Much needed one. That's timed well. A score moves to 86 runs. Progression of 12th over. That's well bowled into the block hole delivery. They stay for a single. It's a good piece of running in between the wickets. Comfortably in a comfortable position. They require a rate of 4.73 with the asking rate. The current run rate is 7.68. So they are ahead of the run rate required rate. 41 required from 52. That's well bowled. Once again played late. This time there is a miscommunication, but they will land safe on that run. Running in between the sticks, placing the delivery behind the wicket. It turns out to be a blind spot for the striker. The non-striker's call fetched them a single. Trying to cut it onto the offside. In between the point and the backward point region. That's a magnificent gap shot. Played it late. The left-handed spinner trying to put it away from the batsman. Played it late. That's a magnificent shot. A much-needed boundary. Once again, this boundary too makes the team dug out a little bit of a sign of relief and comfortability. 92 runs for loss of 4. Once again, Krish. That's well played. Yes, says the striker. And yes, it is. Last one to go. That's well struck. Will get a single. Ends the over number 12, 94 for loss of 4. .48 balls, 34 runs required. Karthik Veerabagu is once again brought into the attack. He's already picked up one important wicket with 4 runs conceded from 2 overs. Pretty economical bowler. That's well bowled. That's well bowled once again. Magnificent piece of bowling. It's kept very tight in between the wickets. Wicket to wicket bowling is always very good, advisable for any format of game, especially the T20s. Chance of a run out. A direct hit. The umpire says he's not happy with that. Says the batsman is in. Even before the direct hit has been occurred. The bails are off. So that's a risky single. Will stay for a single. He's gone and gone and gone and gone and vanished. .3 gone. 3 more to come from this 13th over. A lot of changes been made in this field inside the 30 yards and outside the 30 yards. Flighted delivery, going for a big shot. Changes his mind and plays it late. Will stay for a dot ball. Good piece of bowling by Karthik Veerabagu. He's made the damage on behalf of his team. That's a magnificent shot. Will get the elevation. He's got that. It was in his arc, but will not go the distance. Will be collected by the man at deep extra covers. Deep covers, I beg your pardon. Will get a single out there. That's another headache for the bowler and the fielder. It's a left-right combination which has been bought in. Also fetching them runs. Goes across the line. It's in the air. I reckon it's been mistimed. Yes, it is. Another wicket breakthrough. Karthik Veerabagu will do it again for the team. Has done the damage again. The magnificent piece of spell by him. He's picked up another wicket. 96 for loss of 4. ಬಾಂಬೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಸು ಅಂತ ಕೂತು ಗಾಂಡು ಶೋಕಿ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲೋ ಕಣ ಗಂಡಸ್ತರ. ಬಾರೋ ಕಮ್ಮಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ಗೆ ಬಾ. ಮೀಸೆ ಚಿಗುರ್ತಾ ಇರುವ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗನು ನಿನಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಾರೋ ಲೇ ಚೂತಿಯ ಸುಳ್ಳೆ ಮಗನೇ. ಆ ಗೊಜ್ಜಾಗಳ ತುಂಬಿರೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಬಾಂಬೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಸು ಅಂತ ಕೂತು ಗಾಂಡು ಶೋಕಿ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ ಕಣ. ಆ ಗಜ್ಜಾಗಳು ತುಂಬಿರೋ ಬೊಂಬೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಸು ಅಂತ ಕೂತು ಗಾಂಡು ಶೋಕಿ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ ಕಣೋ ಗಂಡಸನ. ಆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮೀಸೆ ಚಿಗುರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Check. That's well played. That will keep up the strike rotating. .97 for loss of 5. 14.2 overs gone. It's a leg spinning delivery. Played it late onto the back foot. The man at Irish long off will collect it. Comfortable runs coming there. The run flow is now seems to be more comfortable comparatively in the first innings, chasing a target of 128 runs. Going across the line for that leg spinning slow delivery. Leg buys, says the umpire. Another extras added to the scoreboard. Now they move to a total of 99. Wide runs. Telangana advocates move to a mark of 100 in the 14th over now. Congratulations, 100 up. Trying to slog it onto the onside. That's a magnificent shot. Will beat the fielder at deep mid-wicket region. 104 runs. Magnificent shot. 4 runs added. Good shot across the line. Comfortably taken that shot. 104 for loss of 5. The asking rate of 3.89. 24 runs still required from 37 deliveries in this contest. Jam will continue. That's well placed to the deep square leg region. That's a magnificent shot. Will fetch a single out there. Calculative game. Trying to rotate the strike after a massive blow onto the mid-wicket region. Very calculatively played that. So that ends the over number 14. 105 for loss of 5. Half the batsmen are in the dugout watching this game. Another half now carrying on this game to the 128 mark. A runner ball will fetch a victory to the Telangana here in this contest. A one or two breakthrough is a must for this team now in a position to make a breakthrough. Has to make a breakthrough now. A lot of conversation in between the skipper and the teammates here in this position now. In this contest earlier this morning, they won the toss and elected to bat first and put the opposition into field and made 128 runs total and already giving away 105 runs, picking up 5 wickets. Will they win this contest? Lot of confusions in the supporters out there in the crowd. You already have 389 total views of this contest here with 7 live viewers on the app and lot of viewers at home watching this live action of day 2 of the first game of the A group. Shiva Subramanian. Now the introduction of the theme and the pace. It's magnificently bowled. They were pretty fast trying to cut it. Well past the batsman with that pace and into the keeper's glove. They will place a man at backward point and in between the gully. Short rising delivery. That's well bowled. That's some magnificent bowling. 2 back-to-back deliveries placed as dot ball in the scorecard. Will bring up some frustration for the batsman. Once again well bowled. A third consecutive dot ball. Beats the batsman with that pace. The third time consecutively. That is once again well bowled. Too many dot balls will build up the pressure for the Telangana advocates. That's well bowled. The 5th dotted delivery on a verge of a maiden over. Will it be a maiden over? A lot of expectations from the fans of Tamil Nadu. A slight change of field here for the final delivery. Now this will miss a maiden. Will get a single out there. That's excellently well bowled. That ends the over number 15. 106 for loss of 5. Check, check. Another no ball signal from the umpire is signaled as a free hit. This will be a free hit for the batsman. Raghavendra Reddy is on strike. Sakshim Gogai is a fantastic. He has a fantastic bowling figures in this contest today with a spin attack. Now he's on the non-strikers end. That's a mighty blow. It's in the air. That will go the distance. That has a lot of meat. That's a good strike off that delivery. 114 comes up for the team. Telangana. It's another good strike off that delivery. The man at deep mid wicket will collect it. That's well struck. That's a magnificent shot along the carpet. It's a mighty blow. Went like a tracer bullet to the deep extra covers region. It drives it. Made use of that pace. Another boundary brings up the 119. 9 runs required from 27 deliveries with the asking rate of 2 per over. Already followed by 7.6 the current run rate. He cuts it comfortably. This time, a miscommunication should have been thrown at the non-striker's end. I'll stay for a dot ball. Edged. A single out there behind the sticks. Last one to go. 120 for loss of 5. Trying to cut it onto the offside. Another white signal from the umpire. A lot of extra spin accumulated in the scorecard. Turns out to be a little bit expensive on that note. 120 for loss of 5. That's good strike off the delivery. Once again, he'll find the gap. I beg your pardon. Man at whitish long off will collect it comfortably. Will stay for a single. That ends the over number 16. 122 for loss of 5. That's well bowled. A dotted delivery been registered. Karthik will once again will come to the attack in his the final over of his spell. Tosses up the delivery, plays it late. The man at point will collect it comfortably. It's been blocked by him. A piece of bowling, good economical figures by Karthik. So he will come out there to bowl on the 17th over. That's well bowled. Not much of bounce. Trying to play it onto the back foot. This time it will beat comfortably. Collected by the wicketkeeper who's keeping up the stumps. Slower delivery. Will fetch a single out there. Straight down the track. 122 for loss of 5. 17th over in progress. 3 more deliveries to go. That's well struck. Will he find the gap? Yes, it is. The chase between the ball and the fielder will now the ball will win. It's a magnificent strike of that delivery. Wasim put his effort in the deep. Now this time the ball will win that contest. A magnificent strike of that short and wide delivery by Karthik. That's struck well by Raghavendra Reddy. The boundary will now move the score board to 126 for loss of 5. 2 runs to win. 1 run to draw. 2 runs to win. We are coming to the final phase of this contest of the day 2. Tamil Nadu versus Telangana. 2 runs required in this contest. Earlier this morning, we had the Tamil Nadu won the toss and elected to bat first and put the opposition into field and made 128 runs and setting a target of 128. Now in a position that's a quick single. Chance of a run out. A direct hit would have done that. Umpire is not happy, not interested about that. So that keeps the scores level. I beg your pardon, 128, a comfortable win. A 5-wicket victory for Telangana Advocates. Congratulations for team and great and a brilliant effort by Tamil Nadu Advocate team.